the president to be serving for only one term of 7 years. And therefore, Kenyans will fall for the trap and vote for that particular amendment. And it will give so many reasons that you need like 2 years in order to set up your systems. Then the other 5 years is to implement the systems that you have already set up, plus certain milestones expected for 5 years. Then you go home having done a clean job. And if we fall for that trap, it will remind us that in the history of this country, there was amendment of the Constitution. And upon that amendment of the Constitution, the person who had served for a number of terms, say those terms were in the old Constitution.
And you would be eligible for
you will be eligible to run for one final term of 7 years. And therefore you'll have done 7 terms, perhaps 8 years shorter than what the investor is talking about. But also remember, in Africa, Fred, there are enough reasons for us to believe this is not far-fetched. Remember the situation in Rwanda. You remember the situation in Uganda, where the term limit was supposed to be, where there was supposed to be a cap of the age of the president. Then that cap was removed. In Kenya here, when there was suspicion that the late Tom Joseph Mboya was likely to take over through certain popular movement of young people, they capped the presidential term to be, for you to be president, you must be 35 years or above. So all these things happen in Africa, and Africa is a concoction of all the experiments that are done in the rest of the world. Some have failed, some have not even been done. They are done in Africa. So I'm not surprised, but I would have expected the president to be honorable enough to say, yes, I swore under this Constitution to protect it. And therefore, anything that is going to be at variance with the current Constitution, I'm not supporting it unless Kenyans will also be able to do that and amend the Constitution for me to support the next Constitution. Okay. So I would have expected that. But most important, in communication, I've been made to understand that 86% of the communication is on body language. As the MP, Posin, was making that statement, I could see the body language of the president was at best in tandem with that kind of arrangement. He agreed. Which tells me he was for it. You could have even prompted him to say this so that we check, because this is the second time it's happening during his 1.5 years. Okay.
And Bonakisia, there are those who feel that genuinely 10 years for president is not enough for one